Hey there, it's Sheryl. I am so excited to bring this to you today. This is going to be a lot of fun. Today we're going to talk about why you should dream big and not smart. Now, stay with me here. Before we start talking about you, I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. First of all, think about Michael Phelps. When Michael Phelps was about 7 years old, he had a dream that he could achieve anything that he set his mind to. And that was a dream he had. I don't think he had a clear-cut plan to be the most decorated male swimmer for the United States in the Olympics. He had a dream of achieving something that anything that he set his mind to. Also, way back, way before Michael Phelps was Steve Wozniak. When he worked for Hewlett Packard at the time, that was in about 1976, he came to them and he said, you know what? I think we should start building personal computers. And guess what? He was rejected. They said no. So he, of course, got together with Steve Jobs, and the rest of the story is kind of history, although I guess history is still being written at the moment. But Steve Wozniak did not have a clear-cut plan with Steve Jobs to take Apple to where it is today. What they did was they had a dream for creativity and personal computing for individuals. And then finally, probably one of the most famous examples is Martin Luther King. Of course, in his speech, he had a dream, and his dream was for equality. And he did not have a clear-cut plan. He had a dream, and he proceeded as if every day that someday it's possible. And of course, we still have some work to do for his, but we have made progress, and he has set the foundation for his dream to be possible, and there's still people carrying on his legacy to try and make that dream to be a complete and true reality. So those are three examples of people currently and in history that had big dreams, not smart goals. Now, if you're not familiar with what SMART goals are, it's an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So if you think about all of those things and you apply them to the four people that I just talked about, those don't really apply. They didn't have SMART goals, they had big dreams. And then what they did was they worked tirelessly every single day as if that dream was possible. Now, today we're going to talk about why you should dream big too. That's the why. If you want to know how, we don't have time to cover it here, but there is a library of resources on my website, or if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. You'll have my latest content coming to you for free every week. And if you want to talk to me personally about it, as far as the how goes and get a plan in place, please do reach out to me and schedule some time to talk to me. I'm glad to do that, and that is free as well. All right, so let's get going on why you should dream big too. The first reason is, and I title it, and this is what's on the newsletter and the blog, is broad to narrow. Essentially what this means is if you dream big, then your vision becomes broad, your awareness is raised for all the opportunities that present themselves to you, and you will be more confident and more likely to give them a shot. So in other words, if you dream big, your vision tends to be very broad and you are more aware to opportunities that present themselves. If you don't dream big and you stay very conservative, or even worse yet, you're very doubtful or you're not so sure about your capabilities or what you can do or what you should do or what you deserve to do, then your vision becomes very narrow and you're less likely to try something, or an opportunity may come and go without you even noticing it, or maybe you do notice it and you don't try. And it's also possible that you try but then you quit because your vision's too narrow. So it's very important that when it comes to dreaming big, that your vision is very broad. And if you can do this, you're gonna have a heightened level of awareness to opportunities that come your way, and you're more likely to throw your hat into the arena. Now, the second thing I wanna talk about is why you should dream big, is that one of two things will happen. You'll either get there, you'll achieve your big dream, and therefore you'll probably be pretty happy, or you're going to reach a level of success that you never thought was possible. And you know what? You should be pretty happy about that too. So even if you, I think there's a quote, hopefully I'm not messing it up too much, but it's if you shoot for the stars, even if you don't get there, you're going to get into the stratosphere. So that's the whole point. Either you're going to get there or you're going to reach a level of success that you never thought was possible. And finally, the third reason why you should dream big is because you are a role model. Whether it's to a friend, colleague, family, anyone, there's people that you influence, whether you know it or not. People look up to you. People are really paying attention, especially kids. When you're having dialogues with kids, it is so important to have conversations, to inquire and inspire. Try doing that at the dinner table and share a lot of your big dreams. And that way you're going to role model the way to encourage others to dream big as well. And even if you're in a work situation, if you have people on your team, ask them what their big dreams and aspirations are, and be sure to cheerlead them along the way. So it's very important for you to dream big for yourself and also for those you influence. And again, we covered a decent amount of information today. It was all about why dreaming big is important to you and also important to those that you influence. And finally, just to reiterate, if you want to know more of the how, please do check out my website. There's a library of resources of videos and articles and all sorts of things on there for free. Also, feel free to reach out to me. I'm very glad to have a conversation with you about this if you'd like to know a little bit more about how. And last announcement, keep your eyes open for the mental toughness quiz as well as the 7-day mental toughness challenge. That is going to be coming your way shortly. It's going to be a lot of fun and I'm going to be there doing it right with you. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time.